Hey guys, so we have this week's update information here. Super Saiyan 3 GOTENKS is getting a Zenkai, the yellow one. This has been a long time in the making. I remember saying back when Ultra Super Vegeta released, basically a year ago almost at this point, well, about 10 months ago, that this character would massively boost that unit. And this is like the one character that I would really want to see for Ultra Super Vegeta specifically. And they decided to release him 10 months later. It's a little late. It's a little late. I will say, though, that this is really the first Zenkai we're getting as part of the Majin Buu Saga campaign that actually is a good pick. We've had 4 Zenkais as a part of this Majin Buu Saga celebration. We had Red Majin Vegeta, right, who was the first one. Then we had the Yellow Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Then we had Blue GOTENKS, and now we have this Yellow GOTENKS. I would say literally the first 3 characters that I just mentioned, Majin Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2 Goku, and Blue GOTENKS, are all bad picks. They're all bad picks for Zenkai characters, all of them. This GOTENKS is the only good one, and I guess I'm happy they're ending the celebration with this, because this is, again, a good pick here. But I'm curious, are they going to give this guy a Majin Buu Saga Zenkai ability, or is he going to get a Fusion Warrior Z ability? That, I think, is going to, I don't want to say make or break this character, because he's already a good bench right now, even before his Zenkai, because, of course, he's an HP bencher for fusions and hybrids. But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. So, Super Saiyan 3 GOTENKS, Zenkai Awakening is coming. Special move and ultimate get a boost. Okay? Like the most useless sentence ever. Special move and ultimate get a boost. Wow, thanks. That's very good. Unlock all uniques to reduce enemy ki and seal a card slot. If health is under 50% after being hit by an enemy arts attack while on the battlefield once. That that is the the blue transforming Universal Survival Saga Vegeta ability, where he like destroys the enemy hand and reduces their ki. Not a big fan of that ability at all. Again, I'm not really looking at this character as like, oh my god, he's, you know, once he gets his Zenkai, he's going to be a monster. I'm more so looking at this character as a utility bench unit. So let's go take a look here. So his Z ability at 14 stars is 20% to HP for hybrids and fusion warriors. Now, there's, I guess, positives and negatives to the 2 options here. I'm just going to go ahead and say I don't think this guy's going to be buffing yellow hybrids. I don't think it's going to be a yellow hybrid Saiyan Zenkai ability. I guess we'll see, but I don't think that's on the table here. I think it's either going to be Fusion Warriors or Majin Buu Saga. I think those are the 2 options. So again, there's positives and negatives for each decision. I think Fusion Warriors would allow this character to probably be a bit better in the long run. Like if we get a yellow Fusion Warrior that's not Majin Buu Saga, which I think is very likely down the road, like a Vegito Blue or literally any Gogeta. Like, I don't know, yellow LF Gogeta Blue gets a Zenkai during the anniversary. Guess what? This character's gonna be double Zenkai buffing him with his own Zenkai ability. So I think Fusion Warrior down the line is probably a bit better than Majin Buu Saga. But the interesting thing about Majin Buu Saga is this character obviously is a hybrid Saiyan, which it's kind of crazy to me how we only have one version of Ultimate Gohan from the Buu Saga. This character came out in like what, just like when did this guy come out? Like September of 2019 or something, like literally right when the game started this guy released, and we haven't gotten a single Majin Buu Saga Ultimate Gohan since this character came out. Eventually, we're going to get like an LF or an Ultra version of this unit, right? Who will be on Majin Buu Saga. So if they give this GOTENKS the Majin Buu Saga Yellow Zenkai ability, then even if you make a hybrid Saiyan team, like a pure hybrid Saiyan team, you can put this GOTENKS on the bench, and if we get a yellow Ultimate Gohan at some point, then this guy will be actually Zenkai buffing him, right? So that's, I guess, one upside to potential Majin Buu Zenkai ability for this GOTENKS, but, I mean, there's not really, I mean, who else? Trunks and Goten? Other GOTENKSes? Like, those are the only hybrid Saiyans really in the Majin Buu Saga, just GOTENKS and Gohan. So I mean, in the future, we probably will get an LF GOTENKS. We probably will get an LF version of this unit right here. Potentially, we can get like a tag switch Trunks and Goten as well. So, I mean, there is merit to this GOTENKS having a Majin Buu Saga Z ability because he can still fit on the hybrid team with his Z ability buffing hybrid HP. So I think the value this character has in his Zenkai ability, which is very obvious, and I've been saying this literally since last anniversary, is the fact that he is already a really, really versatile and dominant bench character. Fusion Warriors and Hybrid Saiyan's HP. So they could go with Majin Buu Saga. I think personally I would prefer Fusion Warriors. I don't see them going Hybrid Saiyans here. So that's what we're looking at with this character. So in terms of his actual abilities, if you guys didn't play the game when this guy came out, this guy was actually bugged for like, what, 3 months after he came out? 4 months? Like, he was bugged for multiple months after he released. So he draws the Ultimate Arts card, charging Ultra Boo Boo Volleyball with his main ability. By the way, this is, I believe, still the only ranged Ultimate card. The Charging Ultra Boo Boo Volleyball. It is a ranged Ultimate. Nothing off the top of my head is popping out at me. This is, I think, still the only Ultimate that's a ranged ability. But the reason why he was bugged is because right here it says when you have 3 battle members remaining, you have a 75% chance to inflict faint. For like multiple months post-release, this GOTENKS, this was actually 100%. See, this character had a 100% chance to inflict faint on his main ability, or on his ultimate, right? And it was really, really annoying. You know what's funny about this, though? Is like, I actually am more okay with a character having faint if you know it's going to happen. Right? Like, if you know the feint is going to happen every single time, it feels less bad where it's like, oh my god, I can't believe I got fainted. Or like, you know, paralysis is like a 100% chance to get paralyzed. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I got paralyzed. Like, you at least know it's going to happen. And I don't really have that many distinct bad memories about this unit. I think because of the fact that we already knew when he popped his ultimate, we already all knew that we were going to get fainted. Right? It was already guaranteed. I think maybe that's like the key to making these abilities less toxic. Is like either have them be guaranteed or just don't have them on the ability at all. Like either he faints or not. Like don't have, oh, it's a 75% chance of faint, because then if you're the person who's using the character and you miss that 75% chance, it feels bad, right? And then if you're the person that gets hit by it, it feels bad. So one person is feeling bad no matter what the outcome is here. So I think that design-wise, like you should either just have it be 100% or no, or 0%, right? That's, in my opinion, how it should be, because that's, I think, a better way of designing that. All right, so yeah, I mean, this guy was bugged. So here's my thought process here. This guy was bugged for like multiple months after release, but there was a 100% chance to faint. I'm thinking, what if they do a callback to that bug for the Zenkai, and they give him like an actual 100% chance to faint on the 3 battle member left alive ultimate? Would it be that bad? Not really. I mean, it wasn't really that bad on when this guy was, you know, relevant. Like, he was really good, and he was a force to be reckoned with in the meta, but it wasn't like he was dominating every single match, right? The character that this guy was ran with was the purple Super Vegito, right? This character came out before him, but like you ran those 2 units together, and like this character was fainting you, but it wasn't him who was doing the work for his team; it was the other character. So I actually wouldn't really have an issue with this if they gave this a 100% chance to faint, but we'll see. The green card is kind of similar to the purple, not purple, well, I guess, yeah, the purple free-to-play Super Buu, as well as the OG purple Super Buu. It's like the Vice Shout that he has. This one's called Howl, I guess. It's literally the same thing. It's a long-range AoE green card that immobilizes the enemy. So, I mean, it's pretty good. You can get priority via this green card, so it's not bad. The blue card. Now, the one issue I have with this is a long... Like, this is how do I describe this? This is a projectile blue card. So if you guys remember, what's the most recent character that had this? I think it's the purple free-to-play Super Saiyan Gogeta from the anniversary last year. We go here, this character. The reason why I actually just don't like this character at all is because his blue card is a projectile. Now that's different than a long animation. A long animation blue card means that after the animation, like after the character uses the blue card, there's a second where you can attack them and they can't react. So they have like an opening after they use the blue card. A projectile blue card basically means that if a character is in the middle of a sidestep and you press this blue card, the blue card has a, I don't know, like it has like a hang time of like one count, right? Where even if you catch somebody in the middle of an animation with a blue card, they have time to get out of it and they can sidestep it. So that's why I really don't like these blue cards at all. And we've already seen with older characters, they're not gonna like fix the animation time on this. So I already don't really like this that much. The blue card is just not that great. This guy, I believe this is a defense type unit, right? Yeah, defense type. So I mean, they might give him some good defensive abilities. They already mentioned they're going to give him the. Guess I might as well pull up that Vegeta. Let's go. My favorite character ever. Actually, if you guys watch my most, no, what was it called? It was like the worst summonable Sparkings of 2022. This character's number 1, I think. Or this guy right here. This is the Tournament of Power Super Saiyan Vegeta that transforms into Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. This is basically the Vegeta that fights Frost in the Tournament of Power. So, where is this? I can't find this. Here we go. Applies the following effects to enemy if own health is 50% or below. Reduces ki by 100 and destroys all cards. The reason why they designed him like this and their thought process behind this Vegeta was to have him go below half HP. The enemy's combo would automatically be dropped because they lose all their ki and their cards, right? And then this would unlock his main ability, because the main ability is locked until your HP is 50% or below or 50 counts elapse. So their thought process was this Vegeta will be a good tank until he gets to 50% HP. Then you stop the combo instantly and then he transforms. Right? That's how he's supposed to be used. That's how he was designed. In reality, he gets below 50% HP and you switch out to a different character and you kill this character. Or he just gets one shot and this never activates anyway. So did this pan out the way that they thought it would? No. This character is like incredibly bad. So I'm very skeptical about this ability right here. But the one thing I will say, I guess, is that this guy's going to have Zenkai stats, right? So maybe the Zenkai defensive stat as well as some other stuff he'll get could be good enough to allow him to be, I guess, utilize this ability better, right? So we'll see how that works. But, I mean, this is pretty decent. He gets a lot of extra strike damage when he cover changes, which I'm not really a big fan of this because like then you have to actually get the combo started post cover changing, and it's only for 10 counts. Yeah, it's not that great. He only has the damage for a certain amount of counts, so they're going to have to make that permanent. And then he gets a random effect here. It's 1 to 3 of the following effects will occur every time this character enters the battlefield. So it's like, oh, you either get 1 of these, 2 of these, or 3 of these, and it's in any random order, right? So he could be getting Vanishing Gauge recovery. He can be getting Key recovery or Strike Arts cost down, right? It's random. This should just be guaranteed. Get all 3 of these. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So we'll see how they design this GOTENKS. I think, again, the main thing I'm looking for is his viability as a bench character. This character, his Z ability is so good that I think he has the luxury of not really caring what the Zenkai ability is going to be. If it's going to be Fusion Warriors or Majin Buu Saga, there are positives to both of those outcomes. Me personally, I would prefer to be Fusion Warrior, but Majin Buu Saga I don't think would actually be that bad, right? I think Majin Buu Saga is probably the more likely outcome because this is a Majin Buu Saga celebration, and we have had the past 2 Zenkai characters have Majin Buu Saga Zenkai abilities. So we will see what they do with this GOTENKS. Let me know down below what you guys think of this GOTENKS finally getting a Zenkai. I don't know why they waited so long. I guess that's the one criticism I have of this release, is just that why did it take so long? But hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you all in the next one.